Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Ashademi and you're watching Keeping Up with Ashademi. Guys, thank you for your support so far. Thank you for always watching my videos, liking my videos, leaving a comment. Please, if you know you're new here, you're very welcome, and please just do well to just click that subscribe button. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe. So guys, Friday morning here, and I am still on or in my 90. I'm not actually at my bed, so I just actually want to make this quick video that actually just spring up. Yeah, is it spring up? Look or watch me look on. And most times you catch me making videos like this without bits because I'm actually a lazy bit. I know the situation where I'll beat in the morning, then I'll finish beating. I'll do all those work and then I have to beat again at night. Oh, I beating every time, Jerry. Unless if I'm actually going out. So if I actually go out and I come back in here, I can beat. Because me, I now have OCD. Like if I finish beating now and I end up doing a strenuous work and the small sweat just come, I have to beat again. I have to beat again. How many times did I beat in a day? And currently we don't have lights, so I have to pay somebody to fetch water for me. You understand? So that's why what you eat. Once you don't have body odor, you eat very well, you stay away from sugar, because now sugar they make person smell. The body does not like sugar. You understand? Because once you take too much of sugar, it will be included in your sweat, and that could be one reason for body odor. But I don't take any of those. I take water, I take enough fruit, and so I don't smell. I can stay 2 days, just like yesterday. I stayed 2 days, I didn't take my bath. My neighbors don't even know, they still hugging me. Me, at miss you. They don't know that I did not beat for 2 days. So it's like that. But just for hygienic level, they say you have to beat every day. But for me, once I am in my house, I did not step out, I did not go anywhere, I did not cook, I did not do anything, I will not beat. I'll stay 2 days. And if I'm not my period, yeah, I'll not beat till the next day. Try it and see if your system is okay. So guys, a quick one. So I'll actually be addressing something that is a very kind of common, and that one is the issue of actually village people. Like Nigerians especially, they like generalizing everything for village people. Like life cannot just happen normally and usually. Though at times I just sit down and I just like play a reflection of everything that has actually happened in my life, and then I say, this is looking like village people. These my family members, my father's side, our jelly, all those kind of things. But then at times life just happens. Trust me, life just happens. When I just play all those scenarios of everything I've been through, my past and everything, then if I just I'll be like, thank God that all these things happened though. Because if it did not happen, this one might not have happened. This one might not have happened. I would have been in more danger than this, or I would have invested more than this. And you see all those plus and minus, I just still thank God. Because I know that when village people want to do something, they will do it that you will not even have you will not even be like, thank God this one did not happen. But for me, I still have every reason to actually still thank God for everything that happened. So what actually happened was recently, me, like somebody like me, I don't like keeping whatever I'm going through and whatever. You know, some people like they don't like sharing their failure and whatever. So it's only me you will find sharing my failure. I don't hide my failure. If I fail, I tell you, say, I fail low. But then moving on. Not like I'll not hide it, then you not find out, so you they fail. I fail. And I'll post it on social media on like other people, like they hide their failure, they post only their success. I post my failure, I post my success, so that when I post my success, you not come and tell me that I am raising shoulders, I am showing myself. Because I have showed you my failure, definitely you must see my success. So I was actually conversing with a friend or a neighbor, I really cannot remember, and then that was like the person was just like, you need prayers, like you need deliverance, kind of. That is, the thing is looking like more spiritual. Because the thing is, I actually left Russia because of money. I had to drop out midway because of money. Though I had money for my personal savings that could still last me for a year or two, but then I was like, if I exhaust that 1 year or two, that means I still have to drop out last. So it's better I do the dropping out So I came back to Nigeria. I did business. It was going on well, no, but then I just had to quit for some reasons. I will actually still talk about that one, and then all of that. So I tried applying to some school for transfer and all of that thing. Like if you're a typical Nigeria, everybody knows the stress that comes with you trying to get medicine, to study medicine. Everybody knows the stress that comes with it. And then I wanted to do all these shortcuts that you can actually use to enter 200 level for medicine. And then that was why I registered in this advanced secondary school. I did not even know. As a good student, I was going, but then it was becoming too much. They would be there to tell me what to eat, what to drink, what to wear, what to this thing. They would say no phones. You have to come by 8:30, close by 4:30. Even if I be like, I know it's actually a self-sponsor. I sponsor myself. And before I actually started from, I told them I'll be working. No. So it's not as if it's every time that you will see me in class. At times I have to come and shoot video and do my other works. You understand? I explain to them and you understand. But anytime I'm to leave this school, they tell me to go and take permission from the principal, from the teacher. You do this one. You know all those secondary, like I left secondary school like 8 years ago or 9 years ago. Me now coming back to that secondary school life. I cannot do that. Some of my friends will be like, endure now, endure clinical. It's not as if the school is free. It's not as if I'm not paying school fees. I paid with my money. So at least I should be paying for my comfort and I should be enjoying the life of my head. You don't be they'll be able to teach you when to read. I think a teacher might be in class. I'll go to a separate class and I'll be studying. Then they will call me, you're supposed to be in class, so clinical. Ogbeni, I don't want to be in the man's class. You know, we have some of these teachers that they'll just come to class, they'll just waste your time, joke and everything. Once I notice that's the type of teacher coming, I'll go to a separate class and be studying. And funny enough, I think they resumed October or something, and I joined them around December. So I used to go to a separate class just to cover up for everything I've missed. Then a random teacher will just come. You're supposed to be in class. Go to class now. Go and learn one. I said, I'm trying to cover up. Go and don't miss that one. Ogbeni, are you going to teach me how to study? I don't know how to study. All those primary school childish thing and whatever. Sometimes I will just wear my normal wig. When I'm going to get my will be like, if I have scissors, I'll just cut that your ear. Kinikon. Don't wear sandal. Don't wear slipper. Don't wear shoe. Just in black and white. Waiting happen. If it's that I was in medical school and medical school was stressing me like this, I don't go complain. I will do whatever. That's because I am doing what I want. But this one, it's not a civil kini. I'm just doing it like to just apply for it. You never sure whether I go pass them or not. You never sure whether they go pick me. I don't they stress you. Which kind of this thing? But that was how I opt out to. You cannot be controlling me. Like I've been free. Like I've been enjoying freedom. How many years of my life? And just because I come lesson, not even school, lesson, all this like maybe jump lesson, IJMB lesson, you now want to be carving me. You want to say waiting because you know it's a pastor. And so that's why I would have actually gone to a private university in Nigeria and continue from 3rd year. But rather stay and start from 1st year in a government this thing. At my age, with my experience, let somebody be telling me when to come for church. Another thing is they have one time on Friday. They have like 1 hour 30 minutes for a fellowship or something, and you must come. Is it by force? Okay, I'm a winch. I know they come church. Is it by force? All those kind of secondary school life. So I decided to opt out. And I tell a friend of mine that I'm not going again. Then the friend was like, the way I'm seeing this thing, it's as if it's some spiritual thing. Why is it that it's when you want to do something, then you just opt out and whatever reason? And I think you need to pray. You need kinikon, all those spirit cocoa and everything. Okay. So let's say in normal life now, okay, it's not village people. I would have stayed there and just endured all this thing, wanting me to come by 8:30, close by 4:30, and then your teachers are not even serious. Then at the end of the day, I even actually paid part of my school fees. So if I don't work, who will pay the remaining one? Last they'll come and drag and say, hey, Auntie Dominion. That's why they will not give you that respect. You not pay your remaining school fees. Come and be going. So that's how what happen. Me, I like to foresee the future. I not say I not be spiritual, but I like to foresee the future. Once I've seen it like this, I like to opt out sharp that the future should just come and meet me and just dismantle me. And that's why people actually feel like when I'm about to make a move or this, and that's when I actually opt out. If you're a normal human being, that is what you should do. Just like when I actually left Russia, when I knew that the fund might not be available, instead of me dropping out when I've got into my 4th year or my 5th year, it's better I actually drop out in my 3rd year. I will not say I never to lose, and any school that actually want to admit me, they go still visit me, put me for 1st year or 2nd year. But then some people will be like, you would have still do it now and waited. Make I still do them. Exhaust all the funds in my account. And then it's like plus or minus. Life is all about risk. Truly, if you analyze it truly, going from India to Russia, Russia back to Nigeria, Nigeria have moved like 3 times. It's kind of looking spiritual. But then, if I'm to analyze everything, you understand, I feel like me moving is still like trying to look for, like, get the best out of everything. Then people get to ask me that, why don't you just think of that best before you move? Am I a witch? How am I supposed to know that if I get to this place, I'll not feel comfortable or what for whatever reason or this thing? Am I a witch? I'll keep moving and moving till I get the one that is most suitable for me, myself, and my mental health. I will keep moving. So when those people actually talk and everything, I think when I just look at them, look at their own life, and to compare it, guy, if to say our village people they do me true, I should actually be thankful for that village people for still making me like this. They used to say like etoba madash of funyo tomela koko. Before you give somebody advice, we'll first look at you first. Okay, I really don't like comparison, but then if you want to tell me saying a village people they do me, make I dey sure say yes, you better pass me in every ramification. And then if you were to look at you, okay, maybe in your apartment you are like 4 or 5 that is staying there, and for whatever reason only me, I am staying in my house. Your parents is still paying your accommodation for you, they are still paying your school fees for you. May I pay my accommodation? I stay alone. I can order what I want. If I like, let me stay 1 year and say I don't want to cook. I can buy food outside. Same you complain when I go and pick order outside. Be and tell me you still the order. You still the order. You come and meet me. They mean any food for us, food for clinic, any this thing. Same you. Yet you carry yourself. Tell me say me I mean they go through spiritual problem just because of one thing, which is I want to study medicine and anything else and nothing else. Everybody knows when it comes to medicine and when it comes to studying medicine in Nigeria, everybody knows how very difficult it could be. Like, but then if you have to look at the course you are studying, I'm not trying to downgrade any course, but then if you have to compare the course that you are studying, even if they dash me. In fact, I actually tried some university to make transfer from my school in Russia to them. They gave me other course. I was like, no, if it's not medicine, I don't want. So that of course, even if they dash me, I know they do. I rather remain a dropout and true. So you now feel like it's not spiritual. No, at times life can just happen. So you where you feel like say they study another course and everything. When you graduate now, you don't see what way they do. As I am now, even if okay, last day my friend, I can count them that they actually sent me money. Yes, I did not go hungry. Nothing. I am still moving from where I can move. Whatever. So at times really it's not actually spiritual problem, but at times we actually just want the best, to get the best out of everything. And then we are not witches. Nobody can foretell the future, nobody can foresee the future. So we have to just keep trying. Like anyone will work hard for us. But then in another context is when anything just happens and I be like, I failed again, I have to move from one place at this thing. I actually used to thank God that thank God that I moved to this place, so at least it's another better experience for me to choose my new location or this thing or this thing. Why is actually looking like a spiritual for me is because it's only me. I'm the one doing all this planning myself. I don't call my parents and say, make I move to Abeokuta today or this thing. I take my decisions myself. I can call few friends and be like, what do you feel about this area and whatever. You understand? But then I do everything myself. But most of maybe my friends or these people, they're still under their parents. Their parents take decisions for them and every other thing. So before you actually even come to advise somebody like me, I'll wait till when you're actually independent, doing things without your parents. I've seen my parents now last how many years. When you start doing things without your parents, you've actually learned the experience. So when I was actually setting up my things in my first shop, and then when people came to buy, everybody was sharing their experience, their business experience with them. They were like, me, I'm even better. Say, I'm not even suffer. Say, she I see something to sell. Some were like, they didn't even see anything to sell at all. Some were like, they tried like 3 or 4 businesses. They had to sell this one. So many people were giving their experience. Because them in our village people to be that. At times, you say, if you don't fail, you don't succeed. Yeah, kind of. I believe like 20% out of that philosophy. My mistake was I've been out of Nigeria for almost 8 years or so. Then I just came back Vim. I opened shop Vim. I didn't do survey. I didn't do price, this thing, nothing. I just opened shop. But even at that, though it's just my wholesalers that was actually scamming me. They were adding more money to whatever I was selling. They were selling to me, and then me to obscene at iPad. The customers were complaining. Even at that, I was still selling. I remember in a month I sell up to 200, 400, 500 like that. I was still selling. So at times, if something does not happen, understand, I have option that I will just go study that medicine fear. But then I'm trying to avoid a situation whereby midway I will end up dropping out or this thing. Everybody knows if you call the doctors in this Nigeria, you ask them to tell their story about medicine. Some have had like 2 degrees before they ended up getting that medicine. Some have had like 3. Some are married. So many stories like that. It's not always easy. Just like that. So at times when you want to advise people, you look at your own first. You see the way I'm in my house. Is echoing, no sound. But you go to this person's house, there are plenty there. But then you feel like village people were almost like same age bracket. I feel like it's me that village people is doing. In me and you, do you think village people is after? See, if I like, I will decide I know they study medicine. It's business I want to do. Alala. Because I felt like I might be going back to school soon, and I cannot deal with the mental stress that comes with business. Because for business, especially supermarket, you have to stay with it. If not, this will wreck you. You have to stay with it. That's why I felt like, let me just close everything. If I decide, let me open business. It's my business. If I decide, I'm not even a go school, I want just to sleep, they wake up. If I decide, say this thing. So really at times, life just happens. Don't make people feel like whatever you're going through is spiritual, is whatever. At times you might try for so many times. You will try many times. Like so many times, you look like it's very hard. But trust me, God might be actually preparing you for something. I remember another time I wanted to open the second mat the second time when I actually relocated. Before I had mine, I'll be going back to school. I wanted to open it. I tried so bad. I paid for rent. I did the tiling. Only for me to discover that area was not saved because I was actually harassed there. The day I was harassed, like I was slapped right in front of my shop by all these area boys. I was like, I never opened shop finish. I thought the shop slap. If I now open them, then fast forward there, it was around that time of that NSAS protest that they were looting shop. Trust me, guys, like trust me. If I had opened that supermarket in that area and it was during that NSAS protest, me spending millions of naira in that supermarket, I swear to God Almighty, there is no jazz, there is no way, there is no juju about it. I would have been looted. They will loot me. In fact, the only thing that will remain is just for them to carry the building away. I would have been looted. So bad. My condolence, the apologies, I don't even know how to say it to anyone that actually lost their goods, their business during that NSAS protest. Like it's really heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking because for them to actually, so if now me God knows I for don't commit suicide I would have just died, because that would have just been my everything, my all my investments, my everything. So at times physical shop get as the deal. So I was really thanking God that time. In fact, like people were even thanking God on my behalf. They tell me, people that was telling me say this thing a village, this thing, I just decided not to open because I felt that area was not safe. People were thanking God on my way. I said, thank God, say you know open now. I said, they phone loot me, point blank. They will just loot me. Then what would I have been? I would not even be making this video because I will not even be able to even afford this apartment. So at times, life just happens. God just works in a mysterious way. So whatever anyhow it comes, anyway it is, just take it. It's not really everything that is spiritual. Especially for somebody like us that we really hardly tell people our decision. You can be my friend, we'll take a decision together and you feel like it's best. So then I can tell you, oh, I don't want to do that kind of thing again, blah 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 and everything. Just to shift your mind away from it. I don't like letting people know my plans and everything, but then I'll still do it. And if it comes out well, I'll tell you, okay, I didn't plan for it. I can. So at times, life just happens. You don't have to see it like it's spiritual. But because most people that will tell me it's spiritual, okay, I've heard you is spiritual. You say, I'm not still, I'm still far better than you. I don't really used to go to this extent or compare with people, but then when that thing eats you, the way they'll not be saying that if no, they are following you from your father's house and everything. But then you look at their life, you feel like I am still better than you. You that village people is not doing. What is the cocoa of your life? No, you that village people is not doing that. You are going to church every day. Everything is perfect with you. What is the cocoa of your life? So that's why even when I was in school and when I study and everything, you see all these people that go to church 24/7 and everything. Me, I can't remember the last time I went to church. I'm very better than them. And even if I had even check the richest person in the whole world, I thought the person is an atheist or something, doesn't even believe in God. So at times, it's not about working hard, it's about working smart. Working smart. Just like two people prepare for an exam and the person fails, one person fails and be who they can will, what they can will. It's possible you are reading what you know that the lecturer will not come. It will not come out. You understand? It's not about studying hard, working hard. It's about working smart. Legally, working smart. So most times if something happens, everything is not village people. Everything is not this thing. At times, life just happens. Life just happens. So our prayer should actually be like, when life actually happens, the life it should not throw us in a place that it will be too for the fact that you know about me, whatever I'm going through does not mean that somebody is not even going through worse. Guys, you need to read stories of people. You need to really like real stories. It be my own, it be like saying on surface. So those one, wait to make them come talk. Wait to make them come talk. So that's why if anything happens to me, I like to share my failure, I share my success, because I still feel like though people actually behave like act like nothing is wrong, everything is fine. I feel like there's some people still going through this or going through something like that, and that's why I like to share my story. I hope my story inspires you as much as you will inspire me. So guys, if you like this episode, make sure to like and subscribe button. I know some people will be on this comment section and be like, hey, why do you have to compare somebody? Why is it because the person is not making clinical? That is why just like that's why it's actually very funny when some people actually advise some celebrities on maybe how to spend their money, how to live their life and everything. Before you advise somebody that is that popular or that rich, you say make you package small now. That's people used to say it's easy to advise married people when you're single than when you're married. That's why most marriage experts, relationship experts, when they marry, the marriage in the foca. You understand? It's easier said than done. When you enter gongon, you know as the thing they pepper person leg. You know as the thing they pepper person. Not like me you stare from afar, you start saying, why not kinikon? No. You enter it and make it fuse. Some of you still under your parents. Like they take decisions for you. They rent house for you. They do this thing for you. Me, I do things myself. How many of you have actually set up a business without your parents, without a boyfriend, without anything, without any friend. I set up my business myself. As if most of you are on my Instagram story, then I did everything myself. Look for workmanship myself, everything myself. And then you know how to advise me. You don't even know what the experience is called. And then you can learn Paka, just like that, just like that. So that is why me too. I'm learning Paka, just like that. Please, if you want to advise somebody or somebody like me, let your own life be at least close to being perfect. You understand? Not the fact that you're staying with your parents and everything, you feel like no, your life is perfect. Leave your parents. Come outside as a single hustling person. For now, I can, like, my chest. God forbid, if anything happens to my parents tomorrow, I am used to hustling. Only I mean, like, I am used to it. Some of you are not even used to doing without your parents. Mommy, should I do this one? I don't take decision from my parents again. Like, I don't even take advice from them again. They can just say something to me, I'll do something else. I am 25. So I believe that you start living independently. I should be living as if they are not here. So that even when they finally go, it's not like, how will I cope with life? How will I adjust with life? Now I have had experience. I have mixed with life. I have known how it is. Imagine setting up a business like that is huge, man. That's the way that is actually finally successfully set up my business. That's huge. Then me, yes, I did it myself. And as at then, I was even hiding the shop for my parents because I still wanted them to be sending me money. Yeah, it was huge. So me going to that lens, and then you don't even have a business you are doing, not even to be selling tomatoes or ruler, pencil, sharpener. You don't have anything to do. The only thing is, okay, you are still in school, depending on your parents, then you carry your wide mouth to come and tell me that whatever I'm going through is spiritual. If I like, I say I'm not going to do medicine again. If I like, I say, oh, I want to go back. If I like, let me say I want to go back to Russia now. My school will accept me. Alala and lala. If I like. But for me, I actually just want the cheaper method. Just in case of financial distance. So I will not end up dropping out. But then, I feel like, you understand? So some of us just like to, and that's what makes the human part of me, because I like thinking for the future. And again, all of now we don't even become that doctor safe. How is you people's life? Don't be angry. How is you people's life? Especially my fellow ones that actually finished from Russia now. How is you people's life? I can actually say, chest back. Most of it, especially those working in Nigeria, they can't even afford a flat like this because of what they are paying them. And that is exactly what I am talking about. It's not actually about you just going to school, graduating, being employed as a worker. And you have to plan for your future, and that's exactly what I am doing. I don't have a situation where I'll just finish, I'll just graduate, then I'll go work in one private hospital, or government will just employ me and be paying me 150k. That is not my mission in life. And that's why I keep moving, changing, and everything. Then people feel like, this girl, you get spiritual problem, you are moving, you are everything. I have to plan for my life. I have to plan for my future. I don't want to become that regular doctor. I don't want to be that regular normal doctor that will just sit down and chat and say, oh yeah, next. Or one consultant will be shouting, I don't want. So that's what I'm actually trying to. And that when I finish, by God's grace, if I want to become a doctor, by all means, I just finish with certificates. I for don't graduate since. But when I now graduate in co, like recently, I saw some of my friends. I used to be in Lautech. I was giving a Greek, then I left. They were celebrating. Can you come? They've graduated. Can you come? Some of my friends actually made some caption. I know that it's easy start to refer to me, but then, lala. In my mind, I was like, okay, now that you have finished, now that you have graduated, what is next? What is next? No, what is next? Because some of you actually just feel like it's about just going to school, collecting that certificate, no. Even while going to school, you have to plan your future. You have to plan like being independent. You have to plan where you're working. You have to plan if you're writing the exam and traveling. You have to plan something. Not just you just going and let me just collect the certificate, and then you start working like normal person. and then the cycle continues again. You marry, you give birth, your son or your daughter. The thing keeps cycling like that. At times you just have to think outside the box. Nobody is pursuing you. At least as at now, they did not put any age limit to go into school. They did not say if you are above 25 you cannot enter school again. Nobody said so. So at times when people are looking for admission and then you want to study medicine and they give you a Greek or they give you economics, I'm not trying to degrade any course, but we know the type of country we are. If I actually want to, in fact, these days have doctors they jobless. So don't talk of other courses. I have a doctor friend that actually sells perfume oil. Imagine you doctor selling like perfume oil. Nítorí Ọlọ́run, you guys. So really in life, you actually really have to think. It's not about you just grabbing on any opportunity you see or whatever. As I used to tell people, I am 25, I am a girl, I know the rush. I know so many of my classmates that is married, that's giving birth and everything. Medically, it's actually good to actually give birth early, to have your babies early. But then if you didn't have it early too, God did not say anything will happen.